start this with a prayer. Dear God, I just thank you for this day and this opportunity to be used as a vessel to let your people know that you are available, able, and ready in the name of Jesus of Nazareth. Let's cut this bread. Isaiah 42:6-9 says, I am the Lord, I have called you in righteousness. I will also hold you by the hand and watch over you, and I will appoint you as a covenant to the people, as a light to the nations, to open blind eyes, to bring out prisoners from the dungeon, and those who dwell in darkness from the prison. I am the Lord, that is my name. I will not give my glory to another, nor my praise to graven images. Behold, the former things have come to pass, now I declare new things. Before they spring forth, I proclaim them to you. In John 14:12-14, Jesus says, very truly I tell you, whoever believes in me will do the works I have been doing, and they will do even greater things than these, because I am going to the Father, and I will do whatever you ask in my name, so that the Father may be glorified in the Son. You may ask me for anything in my name, and I will do it. It's kind of dope and reassuring. Like, I don't know. Unless everybody has a plethora of people that'll be like, yeah, just ask me for anything. I'm here for you. I got you. I ain't got it like that, right? So that's comforting. Isaiah 42:6-9, I have it on this dry erase board in my house, and I absolutely love it because it reminds me that he chose me, right? I didn't choose him. He chose me, because let me tell you, I would have stayed blind. I would have stayed blind, and I would have continued to live life the way that I wanted to live, oblivious to what he was trying to tell me to do. Like, I wouldn't have had it. I just would have been like, all right, whatever. You can have him over there, believe you. Not me, though. But I look at this dry erase board, and I'm so thankful that he did call me. And I, like, whenever I have moments of, like, look, I don't like to be rushed, but I love to rush God. I know, it doesn't make any sense. It's a oxymoron, for real, for real. Like, so when I look at this board, right, and I look at God saying, I am the Lord, and I have called you in righteousness. Like, in my mind, it just builds him up so big, because he's the only one that can do what he can do, right? Hands down, for me in my life at least. And it comforts me to know that, like, wherever I'm going, I'm not going to be alone, that he's going to hold my hand, that he's going to be with me, but I got a purpose. And the purpose here, like, this was Jesus. They're talking about Jesus coming to Israel and, you know, saving that group of people, but they weren't having it. But I love it because the same mission that he gave to Jesus, Jesus gave to us. And then that's where you go back to John 14, and he's like, whoever believes in me will do the works I've been doing, and then they're going to do even greater things. Like, to help open somebody's eyes that's blind, like, I never thought that I would get some type of joy from that. I wish that somebody would have came along when I was younger, and I'm just going to tell you like this, like, you really got to have some experience under your belt to talk to certain people, because they done been through so much, they done seen so much, that they're not going to believe you if you're coming with some type of like, oh, I seen this on Pinterest, this might work. Well, my kid's starving and my baby daddy's not here and I'm sleeping on someone's couch. Like, how? The disbelief is so real. The blindness, like, and people they don't even know that they're blind. And I'm so glad that God showed me that I was blind, like himself, and was like, come on, baby, can you see? Can you see? He did it more times than that. Because I literally would be like, look, God, I'm going to go over here and do what I want to do, because when I try going to one of your houses, your people act super funny, and I don't even know how to deal with that, because growing up my whole life, I didn't see people act funny. I didn't watch people and like sat under them and peeped how they maneuvered. So if I'm seeing what I'm seeing in the world, why would I go sit in your house and still see it? Like, it's supposed to be something different. But I didn't recognize or really know that the righteousness that he has is completely different from the righteousness that the world wants to be like. We put our finger on that. We're the one who coined this. This is ours. We trademarked righteousness. This is my church, and this is how we do it. That's not it. There's a lot of people that get half truths, because the full truth would mean that you don't need somebody anymore. The only person that you should ever need is Jesus. There should be no other person on the face of this earth that you go to and you're like, oh my gosh, I'm just going to lay it all out before you. Nah, tell God, holla at God. And I like it because he says to bring prisoners from the dungeon. I was depressed for so long. Dude, I really don't like crying, especially like on these things. It's really annoying to my life, but like to be in that, right? And to be stuck for so long and to be bound in what like these mind games that Satan played with me. It's like, damn. In my mind, I'm like traumatized and being repeatedly inflicted with the same emotional scarring that like I can't get out of it. And I'm talking about like when I was depressed, right? But to sit in that, it's so sad. It's so sad. I don't ever want to see anybody, especially a woman, right? Especially a woman, especially a son, especially like a father, a brother, a cousin, like, woo. I don't want to see nobody sitting in that no more. I don't want to see anybody like being played by a complete chump, and the enemy is a complete chump, full all the way around. Loser. And to know that when God opened my eyes, he gave me the understanding of what was really the truth, instead of being like, oh, okay, I just go through these things in life. Nah, okay, you went through them. But let me tell you why. Because later on, you're going to talk to somebody about how you came out of that depression, how you beat those suicidal thoughts, how you overcame those panic attacks and these diagnoses they had on you, and they wanted to put you on pills and have you doing this and have you doing that, when all you had to do was come to me and I could set you free. And for my guide, for my mentor to be Jesus. Come on, man, you can't tell me nothing. Can nobody tell me nothing? So if I come off strong, because I am, because I was weak when I was sitting there in the prison, when I was sitting in the shadow of the prison, like even like stuff that would happen when you sit and you ruminate on stuff that happened to you, you sitting in the shadow of the prison. You may have gotten out of that, but you still sitting in the shadow. God's like, come on out of that. Come on out of that. It was hard to come out of that. But now that I know, once you call on God, once you holler at him, once you let Jesus in, and you know that there's so much that he's pulled you through that you ain't even thinking about, all you could do is just praise your way out and know that you could just start uppercutting the devil. Anytime this fool pop up, bang, knock him out. Come on, man. I am the Lord, that is my name, and I will not give my glory to another, nor my praise to carved or graven images. He deserves that respect. God deserves that respect. Everything that he did, like, if he didn't do what he did for me, my children would have been destroyed. My children would have been out here like most of these kids that are out here lost and hurt and broken and confused and just blind to what it is. I love Jesus because he set the foundation. He is the beginning. He is the end. He is I am. I am capable of bringing you out. I am capable of helping your doubts and your discouragement and your fear, all like removing it. I'm capable of doing that. And all you got to do is call on my name. How beautiful is that? You know what people did to me? They made it difficult for me to try to get to God. No lie. You got to be like this. You got to look like this. You got to do like this. And God saying, come as you are. Come holler at me. I didn't go through all of this so you could just sit in this. I want you to get up, dust your shoulders off, and keep it pushing. This can't be it, guys. This can't. Like, my son told me that when I die, and I don't remember if he said, like, he was thinking about something, he was in a sleep, like, I don't remember, but all I know is he's like, Mom, when you die, you're going to be so happy because you're going to heaven. Yeah. To come out of a hell and still have a little piece of heaven while I'm here on earth, couldn't nobody do that for me. The fact that I could get up and talk to each one of my kids every single day is a blessing to me, man. The fact that I could impart knowledge and wisdom in my kids because God gave it to me is a blessing. I see so many people being blind and just stuck in what they're stuck in and thinking that that's it. That is not the end all of it. God is here. He's available. He's able. He's ready. Like, and all he's saying, all you got to do is believe on Jesus. Where are you going to get that from? If he could take somebody like me, and let me tell you, my resume is shot. My resume is shot. All the things that I did, like, I'm surprised I ain't in prison. Surprised I'm not locked up. Should have been dead a long time ago. For real, for real. But when Jesus came and he set me free, man, the devil don't want this smoke. For real, for real. Because I didn't see the worst of the worst. I done lived in the hood, man, busting moves with food stamps, cashing fake checks because my mama was in jail and we need that child support money. Like, you don't know. You don't know. Trying to sell dope and it's horrible dope. Like, I could have died in that. I could have died in that, man. God is good. Holla at him. Like, he's the one. He's the one that does it. He's the one that, that wants you to make it back home. He's the one that wants you to have your name in this book of life so you ain't got to keep living through this hell that you live in. It ain't worth it. Change what you can change today. Know that if you believe in Jesus, you can skate through. If you believe in him and you do what he's been doing, there's a reward at the end. This journey is so amazing because there's highs, there's lows, there's highs, there's lows. And once you find God, you just go higher. It don't matter what it look like, what tries to come against you, you just keep going higher. Open your eyes if you have eyes to see. Hear if you have ears that will allow you to listen. Because the old Tanya, I wouldn't have wasted none of my time talking about anything. I would have been out here like, look, what's the next move? How are we going to get this bread? Now I'm like, how we get this bread of life? Let's cut it. There's so much stuff going on right now, but you still got time to get it right with God. There's other people that depend on you. Hella God.